Alright guys, Rxllout here and welcome back to another quick easy video tutorial sort of thing. This time I'm going to be going over structuring, so where are the certain parts of your beats going, the bass, the sounds, making variations, all that kind of stuff. So what I've got here is one of my projects, and yeah, I've not really structured it, so let's just get into it. So first of all, you'll notice it seems there's a lot of shit going on. That is because it's quite a complex project. I mean, not really in the melodies and everything, but it's quite complex. So what I've got here, we've got the intro, verse 1, verse 2, chorus, and then we'll put in verse 3, verse 4, and then another chorus. So I like to keep these either 2 or 4 bars, because if you're in FL Studio, you're going to be wanting to work in 2 to 4 bars. So 1 2 3 4, count 1 2 3 4, count 1 2 3 4, or just count 2. Now if it's a slower BPM, you can kind of count shorter. If it's a longer, faster BPM, obviously count less. If it's faster, count more. So say it's like well, let's just put the BPM down to like 40, just for the sake of this video. It was 128 the BPM, right? So obviously that sounds like shit, but obviously, if it's very slow, just make it so there's less time between them. The main thing that I think about structuring as well is the time. So usually you're going to want to make your beat maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe, but I usually stick almost every beat 3 minutes, because I think today's people today are just wanting quick, fun, dancing music that they can consume. They're not wanting big, long, tracks like Mozart and everything. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So I make the tracks usually 3 minutes long, with variations, parts where the beat drops out and then it kicks back in, all that kind of stuff. So let's take a look here. We'll add another verse. By the way, to get these markers at the top, you're just going to want to click at the top here and then hit Alt-T, sorry my accent's making that sound weird, but Alt-T, and then hit verse 4, because this little window will pop up, and then it'll make a little marker. Now you drag this little marker across where you want it to be, put it after 4 bars. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Yep, so all the bars are 4 bars. The chorus, we're going to probably drop some out, make some variation, so it's not all the same. Maybe bring the main melody back in and out. And then let's make this last, we'll put it in divisions of 2, so we'll make this last chorus only, the last verse only 2 bars, which is okay. It doesn't all need to be 4 4 4 4. So this last, we'll make it 2, and then have a chorus for 2 bars, and then an outro. Now you don't need to put an outro, but usually in the outro I like to just take away all of the stuff, most of the stuff, and just have maybe, like, we can automate the volume, which you'll go to the volume up here, right click on the knob, I don't know if my cursor's showing, but you'll right click on the knob of the volume, master volume, right click and hit create automation clip. Now once that's done, it's going to go into a free playlist channel, and we're just going to copy the value of the knob. So we put our mouse over the master volume knob, right click and hit copy value, and we're just going to take that to where we want the volume to drop out. So here, and then we right click to make a notch, right click here, and then right click again and hit paste value. That will paste the value of the master volume into the automation clip, so your volume stays the same the whole way. And we're just going to drag this down about halfway so it fades out nice. Now this will probably be here if you've made the automation clip, but again, if not, just right click at the end here and then drag the little notch down, and you'll hear Now that's kind of more, automation stuff. It's not really structuring, but if you guys learn stuff and more stuff in this, then I'm quite happy with that. So that fades out easily, nice and easy. Excuse me. What we can do, well, the chorus will need to take the bass out. Well, we don't need to, but I like to take the bass out, you know, a lot of the percussion out, maybe leave in, maybe double this bell. This is like a bell sound, so if we go, another thing I like doing as well here for like a refrain, like a stopping period where the artist or the producer is just like, okay, we need a bit of a break, we need to stop here, take out, to kind of take the listener to a different place and then bring it back in. So to do that, we're going to open up a parametric EQ on the master. Once that's done, we're going to go to these two markers at the top right here. We're going to right click. Once we've right clicked, we're going to hit 40 Hz and 18 Hz cut. That's going to cut it at both sides, and then all we're going to want to do here is go down to this little blue crescent moon, or whatever you want to call it, and again just create the automation clip here. So right click this little moon and hit create automation clip. Now what that's going to do is it's going to automate this button here. So it's going to make this go up and down when we tell it to. So again, back to here, and we're going to automate the frequency of the high frequency, so it cuts out the high. Now I'll let you hear what it sounds like when we cut out the high frequency. And we can also do this with the other one, like. So that's kind of the effect we're going for here. So we're going to automate that to emulate that in emulate the EQ. So how do we do that? We just make another notch. By the way, this is on 4 bars. So if you're automating by bars, that's what I recommend, because it's more like if you do like, let's say 6th and you click, it's going to be like halfway through. It's going to be all over the place, so you're not going to want that. So go up to the snap to grid and snap it to bar. Once that's done, yeah, just pull it down, and we can, you know, drop the frequency a bit, bring it back up, kind of just play with the listener's ears and make a bit of a refrain, and then come back in at the end here. So yeah, let's listen to what this sounds like. Delete this, and then okay, I hear a bit of brings up. Let's just put it up and down, kind of like, you know, playful. Kind of like Chief Keef effect. He does this a lot. His producers do this a lot, sorry, I should say. And then, I don't know if this will sound bad or good, but let's do like a kind of quick, like a down up at the end here, just to bring in the new section. This might sound awful. It sounds okay, but I don't like how it just flicks up that quick, so. Bring it up a bit to make it less, the frequency less, you know, hectic or strong. Yeah, that's better. So just like a quick down and then boom, back into the beat. So we'll play the chorus again. Yeah, so that sounds good. So that's just the chorus, but there's still 2 bars left of the chorus. So what we can do there is kind of like we can make it so the beat doesn't really come in, but it kind of comes in like it. So we're going to maybe bring the hi-hats, take the hi-hats out here, just make a bit of variation for the second part of the chorus. So there's still a beat there, the rapper can still rap on it, but it's a bit different. So also I've taken the bass out. You'll notice there's no bass here, so we can bring the bass back in for another quick refrain, like a bridge or something. So I'll let you hear it here. If that's too quiet, I'll turn it up a bit, so it's a bit exaggerated. Where's the bass? So I've got that coming in to replace the 808, just, you know, to kind of be there for the listener's ears, but I have taken out here, so sparse section, bass, kind of bring it back in, and then, yeah, the beat kicks back in. So we'll play it all. And then here, I think I'm just going to turn all this off and then make it like... Now, I think that sounds pretty cool. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm also going to, just for a bit of variation, I'm going to take the bass out here. So I'm going to take a lot of this stuff out here, maybe the main melody here, and then at the end of every, well, end of the first fourth bar, okay, and then so here we're just going to take out the chorus as well. So it's another quick refrain here and then back into it. And then right, so place the bass here, take it out here, and then so just one bar chorus here, well, 2 bar chorus, but, and then we can emulate that as well. We can do another quick down. Now there's another thing that's not really, so with structure and stuff, you kind of want like a build up, like you want to know that, you know, the artist or the producer or whoever's listening kind of expects there to be a change. So to do that, what we're going to do is actually grab a crash. Have we got a crash? Go to crash. We do. So I'm going to take this, just click it here, and I'm going to drag it into the playlist. Now, you'll hear it now, it's just a crash, there's nothing special to it, but if we reverse it, it will, you know, reverse up, it will kind of be like a little riser to the drop. So we're going to double click this and hit reverse. Now once that's reversed, it's going to play in obviously reverse, so it will go, instead of it'll go like it'll build up like this. This is what you'll hear. So we'll hear that in context with the beat. I'm going to turn that down, and I'm going to send it to the mixer track by double clicking on it. Going here and hitting Control L. Now once that's in the mixer track, we're going to add some delay. Just a quick delay on this. Just 8 steps. And a very weak reverb. So, you know, at least it's just got a bit of room. And we're going to do that for every time there's a new verse or there's a new bar or something comes in. So we're just going to grab this and move it across, like here. So yeah, all this is doing is adding expectation and drop. So if you play it here, it'll go into no bass or anything. Okay, that's a bit off because we messed with the one at the end, so we're just going to drag this note here and just pull it along, and that should be it fixed. Now to add more, it says it can't save the file. That's probably not a good thing. Oh god. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm just in a video. So what we can also do to add more, like a bit of a crash or something, we can go to this bell that we've got, and we are going to clone it by right clicking on the pattern and hitting clone or shift control C. Now that's going to put it to a new thing. Now we're going to take all these notes out here, drag this along here, and then I'm going to put it down like 2 octaves. So control down on your keyboard. So let's hear what that sounds like. Well, that sounds pretty awful. And it's timed, so turn the time off. Okay, I'm going to get like a proper bell. I'm not sure where to get a proper bell though. I think there was a sound called Go To Bell somewhere. Basically, this is just extra. It's not. There we go. So we're going to use that to, yeah, make a bell. This shouldn't be playing. We get rid of that. Okay, so what this is going to do is just add a bit of a more bang when the drop kicks in. I'll turn it up to exaggerate it. Here it just kind of goes like down, like it's like a kind of texture that goes well. So we do that on every, like after the crash. And here probably. Okay, so a quick recap. Just keep it in 4s and 2s. So you don't have to keep it like at 4/4/4. So what I've got here is a 4 in the verse, 4 in the verse. Also, make sure it adds up to, right, I didn't go over this. So time, how do you know it's 3 minutes long? How do you know, when to stop? So up here is the timer. This might not be showing, it might be showing like a number like this. So right click this number at the top, in the center of the screen, top, and then hit minute, second, centisecond, whatever. And make sure it's like 3 minutes. When you're at the end of the track, make sure it's like 3 minutes, 3 minutes 10, or however you want it. I'm not telling you, how to time your beats and everything, but 3 minutes is good time, and it gives you a lot of things to do in that time. And yeah, just have variation like this. Take some elements out. I mean, even in, let's say, the 3rd bar, we don't want. There will be probably. We could take like this stuff out just at the end here. I mean, it's up to you, but you can just move about these parts and create variation. But yeah, verse, verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, outro. That's usually what I do. So the rapper knows when to have a verse, when to have a second verse. I mean, you can do like verse, like move these about, like have the chorus here, verse, wherever you want. Just make sure you have some refrain, like don't have the beat playing the whole way through with the bass in it the whole way through, because that will probably get quite repetitive. And I mean, if you're an artist on it as well, you might get bored, like just rapping on the same loop. I mean, that's good if you're starting out, like you can just keep making loops and stuff, but yeah, you'll need variation if you're gonna want like people that take you a bit more seriously, at least in my opinion. The beats I've had placed and I've had sold all have like drops out and variations. So yeah, just keep it like we can also. I don't know why this piano vibe's not working. Where is it? Right. Sometimes Omnisphere doesn't load the stuff in, so I'll just wait a minute and we'll add this as well. So this is another part I was going to show you, you know, just like adding variation. So like I said with the loop thing, you can't have the loop playing the whole way through. You can't have the same thing playing the whole way through. The reason why you can't have it is just because it'll get boring, like I said. So we're going to add this here again and we'll listen. So we can have this playing like every second bar. So I think I've got it in. So I've already got it on every second bar. So add variation as well, like so the listener, like I said again, is just not just listening to the same loop. Man, that shit's hard as fuck. Listen, like, just listen. Now that's why you want a variation. That's why you want to mix it up and have like not just the same thing, because like that build up and that drop and that expectation is what people are wanting to hear. They're wanting that energy. And that's a great way to create energy with reverse crashes and bells. So again, I'll just play that. Man, that's a perfect way to show you guys what I mean. Like why you can't just have the same shit playing the whole way through. The bass shouldn't be in there, because it'll be clashing with the 808, but I mean, you get my point, you get what I'm saying. I mean, an artist might listen to the beat, oh yeah, that's cool, and then come across this part here and think, oh shit, I want to buy that. That's giving me so much energy. And we can emulate that. We could maybe emulate it here. By emulate, I just mean, you know, copy, basically. So, move it here, and then yeah, just drop it again here, like, and we'll see. Yeah, it'll just happen again here. So take that bit out, and then we'll play this, and then so this is like the breakdown part, the chorus. Sorry, I'll move the marker back here so you don't get confused. I know it's very confusing, like all these markers, but. Yeah, so you get what I mean. That's how variation and, you know, stuff like that can make your beat just, it'll take it to a new level. So don't, it might be a bit boring, like structuring and all this stuff and mixing, but yeah, it's worth it to stand out from these other producers, to, you know, put yourself in a better place, and just get more people noticing your beats and noticing the energy it brings. So yeah, I really hope that helped some of you guys. Leave a like. You know, I'm selling beats on TrackTrain now, so if you're an artist listening to this and you want to buy this beat specifically, just tell me, I'll put it up on TrackTrain. It's going up probably next week, so I've got schedules and stuff. But yeah, check it out on my other YouTube channel. If you're still listening, is Rxllout, RxLLOUT. So please go subscribe to that. That's where I upload most of my instrumentals now. I don't really do it on this channel. This channel will be more for tutorials and helping producers out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next video I do.